Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy VII. With me, Retro Cactar. We are here inside of Gaia's Cliff and we are going to continue exploring. Now, I just made a few changes to my team here. I gave the fire materia to Cloud and the lightning materia to Yuffie. Another thing I did is I made sure to give Vincent an enemy skill materia that had white wind. The reason for doing that is because he has the ribbon, and if I run into another Malboro, I actually forgot that white wind heals the status effects as well as restoring HP. So if we get hit with another bad breath, Vincent can just use white wind and we'll all be able to recover. And that's a much more efficient solution than trying to use items on one party member one at a time. And we're fighting these group of enemies. So we'll zap them with Bolt. Ooh, there we go. Nice. Wham. Zap them. There we go. Alright, and we'll continue along the path here. And look who it is, Mr. Malboro. And he's probably going to open with a white wind, or a bad breath. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, Vincent will use white wind here. Get our team back in fighting form. There we go. Okay. And I believe the Malboro is weak against fire. It's like a plant type enemy. So we can use Beta here. Yep. Take him down. Yeah, so that's a much easier way to handle bad breath. Alright, so we'll come up here. Alright, and we get the fire amulet, or armlet, whatever it is. So just like the Aurora armlet, this drains fire attacks instead of cold attacks. So I will probably want to use that eventually, but not at this exact moment. Now we need to make our way over here, and as you cross this ledge, you're going to fight an icicle. Yep, we are fighting an icicle. But I can use fire too. And Vincent's taking care of business with the counterattacks there. Yeah. There we go. Shoot another one. Let's Vincent shoots another one. Alright. And Beta really is the most effective way to kill these things because it kills the bats and it defeats the icicle. So when you defeat an icicle, it goes through this little scene here where you see it breaking and cracking. Oh, somebody leveled up or something. And the icicle falls to the floor and asks, do you want to jump? No, we do not. We would like to continue on. Yeah, just gotta wait for Beta to go. There we go. Yeah, but this just basically ends the encounters in one shot. And second icicle's breaking. And fire materia leveled up. That is very good because now Cloud can use Fire 3. And no, we're going to keep going this way. Get into our third icicle battle. And now I'm pretty sure that Fire 3 is going to have enough power to take these things out in one go. Yeah, there we go. So, Beta is effective at 2, but if you have Fire 3, then that's another option that you can use to take care of these battles. There's the close-up of the icicle there. And no, we're going to keep going this way. Take care of the icicle one more time. The bats, of course, we want. Right. Yep, we know the drill by now. Crack, crack, crack. We get another beautiful close-up view of the icicle. Alright, no, we will not jump down to the room. We will pick up this Mega Elixir. Okay. So now that we have broken all 4 icicles and they fall into the room below, we do want to go down there. So if you come over here, it'll give you the option again. So yes. And you'll see the icicles falling down here. One icicle has fallen right here next to that platform up there. So we now have a route to get up here and get the speed source. And that path there at the top that was previously inaccessible, now that the icicles have fallen, we can now get over there. However, first we are fighting this guy, Stilva. Now this guy is definitely an enemy that I wanted to encounter. You want to manipulate him because he can teach you a couple of enemy skills. The first thing I want to mention here is you can learn Trine from him. Now, if you did what I did, which you went to Wutai and you fought Godo and defeated him, this is your last opportunity in the game to learn Trine. There is no other enemy after this that will teach you the Trine magic. Now, I currently have 3 enemy skill materia. You can get a 4th later in the game, so I will not be able to add Trine to it. I don't really care about that. That was not what I wanted to do. But as long as I have enemy skills on on 3 of my copies, I don't even worry about building up the 4th one. The second thing he can teach you is a new one called the Magic Breath. So we are going to have him do that. And we might need some healing after this one. Yeah, okay. So he does this. We're going to do Cure. And Yuffie's going to get her Limit Break. We'll probably kill it. Yep. Yeah, but Stilva is an enemy that you definitely want to encounter. I find he's most common in this area. He seems that I think you can technically encounter him in any of the interior parts of Gaea's Cliff, but he seems to show up most frequently in this room. Anyway, Yuffie's going to get a bit more healing on her here. And we'll take a look at our new enemy skill that we got. We want enemy skill, and fire, ice, lightning damage on all opponents. So it is very useful. However, I don't know if you noticed, but when Stilva used Magic Breath on us, Vincent took no damage, which is because he had the Ice Elemental. So you do have to be careful with Magic Breath. If the enemy is immune or absorbs any of those 3 elements, then Magic Breath will not damage them. It will heal or do no damage. So you do have to be aware of that. Alright, and we'll use Beta on these guys. I mean, it kind of seems like a bit of a waste, but it's just the easiest way to kill them. Or Fire 3. Because those things are super invasive. I guess Vincent can technically miss with the Sniper CR. I really didn't think he could, but I guess if you're fighting an enemy that has crazy high evasion like those bats, there's still a chance of that happening. Alright, anyway, we will continue on and pick up this, the Enhanced Sword. So this is an interesting weapon for Cloud. It is actually weaker than the Yoshiyuki, but it gives him a full row of materia slots, which allow him to function almost more like a magic user instead of using his swords. So I'm going to just make a few extra changes here. We'll put heal here. That just looks neater doing that. And I don't really need heal all, but might as well. And what else do I want to work on here? I could give him Mystify. I mean, I don't really need Confusion, but it's more about like building up the magic materia to the next level. I don't really need Confusion. I don't really need Berserk either. And we don't have anybody with Sense yet. Yeah, so his command menu is really filling out here, but that's fine. Alright, yeah, so, I mean, he can still attack with the Enhanced Sword, but as you saw, it's weaker than the Yoshiyuki, so it's kind of a sword that's more geared for magic casting than actual physical attacking. We'll zap bolt here, and Cloud can use Fire 3. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to overload Cloud with materia. You want his HP and vitality to be fairly high, but I mean, he does make a solid magic user. So, I mean, you can, as long as you don't overload him, he does a pretty good job at being a supplementary magic caster. And we've got one more cliff decline here. Oh, that was weird. I think you want to go up here. All right, and we'll run over here and make sure to warm ourselves up to 38. We'll climb up here and continue on. And we want to go up, because going down and to the right does no good. Come on, no. Come on. I know, I don't want, no, I want you to go this way. Okay, the controller's just being stupid. All right. I was pressing right, and yet it was taking me to the left, so something was really weird there. Okay, and we want to warm ourselves up. I guess you had to keep pressing up even if you're moving to the right. I don't know. All right, now we will get into a battle here. Interesting fact, those cat things. What is their name here? Cool whatever. It will not attack you unless you attack it. So I mean, if you attack it, obviously, I'm going to have to, I guess. It will fight back, and you know you shouldn't be surprised that it's fighting back. You know, whatever. But it doesn't actually attack. Yeah, now it's gonna blast. But yeah, it will not actually attack you if you leave it alone. Alright, so I was going to talk about something in this room. First thing I want to mention is, besides the save point, there's this pool that you can inspect to restore your HP and MP. And that's very nice because in this room there is an encounter that you want to run into. But it's not these guys. I can just run away because, as I said, as long as you don't hit them, they will not damage you. So you can just run away from that encounter. But there is an encounter I want to face here. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long to find it. Here we go. The blue dragon, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, blue dragon. Yeah, so he'll use Great Gale. Yes. I can't remember if you can steal anything useful from this guy. I don't think so. Alright, we'll use Vincent's limit break here. Hit him with 5 wire, which is lightning based, which so it's not gonna do, yeah, like it'll just do normal damage. It's not weak against lightning or anything. Mega Flare should do good damage. It ignores magic defense, and we get to see the cool animation again. I do like Bahamut's animation. Yeah, pretty great. You can get down. Fire 3 actually, this thing is weak against fire, so it should do good damage. Beta would be the best choice for Yuffie. There we go. So, what was the point of fighting that thing? Whenever you kill one, you automatically get a dragon armlet. And the dragon armlet, as we know, is a very good piece of armor because it you only take half damage from fire, cold, and lightning attacks. And on top of that, defensively, it's a really good piece of equipment. Gives you 6 materia slots, so it's really a good idea to pick more up for your party. Again, I'll probably do that off camera. I won't spend time grinding to get dragon armlets for everyone, at least while I'm recording. But I would highly recommend doing that, especially because you have this pool here. You can just stay here for a while. You're never going to run out of HP or MP. You can keep fighting dragons and keep getting more dragon armlets. So that's really, really helpful. So I am going to make some changes to my team here. Okay. Materia. Take that off. And just remove everything. We are going to bring in Tifa. I want to just swap them. Okay. Alright. Now, she can have the dragon arm. Actually, no, wait. you want to be careful how you set up your team here. So he has Ice Elemental. So you want to set up your team so they are immune to both fire and ice. So he has the Ice Elemental combination. So to protect him against fire, we will give him the Fire Ring. Cloud has Fire Elemental. You know what? We don't need Sense. What I'm going to do is move that up there and switch out the Dragon Armlet for Aurora. So he's immune to cold, and then put Elemental on here, and he's immune to fire. And finally, we have her, and she can have the Fire Armlet and the Ice Ring. And of course, we'll have to set her up with Materia. We could just use Gaea MP Absorb, I guess. Let's see here. You know, another thing you can do, I'm not going to do this, but I want to mention it. You can also use Added Cut with Steel, and that way, if you haven't leveled up Steel to have Mug, you can make your own custom Mug combination. Again, I'm not going to worry about that, but it's just something I want to mention. We'll make sure we have Restore All, and Skill and Steel. And I'm gonna switch it with Earth, because we have Lightning. Lightning's on its last one there, and then finally we're gonna do this. I don't usually, focus on making Tifa like a big magic user, but she's. I like this setup. I mean, I don't think I'm overdoing the magic aspect here. She's still gonna do good damage probably with the Dragon Claw there. Alright, so we'll just visit the spring one more time here. Heal, or not heal, save. Alright, and let's continue on. Okay. Bam. Cue the awesome boss music. What the heck? I love they're just looking around like, wow, why is the crew shaking? It's not an earthquake. It's this guy. So we have a two-headed dragon to contend with. One of them breathes fire, the other one breathes ice. So that's why you need to be protected from both. Thankfully, my team is, so we can just kind of go ahead and take this thing out. I don't believe either of them absorb water attacks. And I think Shrine is safe too. Yeah, 900, that's decent. Nope. Yeah, now Fire Knights are not their only attacks, so I did make sure I put up Big Guard, but I think we're going to be fine because they tend to rely very heavily on their elemental attacks, so as long as you're protected from fire and ice, you really don't have much to worry about in this battle. I'm going to try Bad Breath. I don't know if they are actually susceptible to anything, but it's worth a try. Yeah, you can use Poison too. So, yeah. And it can be twice because there are actually two targets here. cast regen. I think as long as we have regen on, we should be fine. I don't know if that did anything. Ice heals me, and we get to unleash Meteor Rain on these fools. Oh, nice. Yeah, this will make our HP keep going up. Whatever. Just shoot whatever, whichever one it is. I can't tell. Okay, so one of the heads there's. Oh, never mind. I thought it was dead. One of the heads is dead. Yeah, there. When it droops down like that, that means one of the heads is dead or dying. So, yeah. So you just have to take care of the other head there. Gen should take care of that damage. Okay, so I think this is his final attack. Yeah, it uses that. That attack hits you whenever a head dies. So that's why we saw it twice there. All right, and we get a Dragon Fang, which is like, yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna quickly run back and heal. I wish I don't want to attack the cat, because the cat will not attack me unless I don't want to attack it, so I kind of want to like focus all my attacks on the two dumb penguin things, and then I can take out the cat last. Confusion. And it will tell you the blaster. Wood. Wham. Oh, it missed. Death Gigas. Death Gigas. Gigadunk. Or Live Wire. That's Live Wire's animation. Zap him. Yep. Ooh, I think that was HP plus that went up. That's good. Alright, let's just go back to the cave here to heal up. Come on, heal me. Alright. And obviously we're going to save here. Now, I'm going to make a quick change here. You do not need your cold protection anymore, but you do need fire. So, I'm going to make some quick changes here just to protect myself against fire, or changes to my equipment, which is going to keep my fire protection. And then we'll keep going. We'll put sense back on him. Fire armlet, she still needs that. I can give her the power wrist, and he needs the fire ring. Okay, so I think we're good. And fire ring. If he is fire armlet, so I kind of like to give her the dragon armlet, but yeah, this is fine for now. No, I don't want to quit. I want to save.